Hello, hello. This is so funny. I haven't actually gone live straight from YouTube before, so here is a practice in progress live stream, and I'm actually taking a look at Jeff Millis's a piece Rebuttal. It's called Hard Conversations number 3, and I love that it says to play it percussive and defiant. And so this sheet music is likely an advanced piano solo, and I'm just getting it in my fingers this week. So here's just like a quick version, and then I'm just going to go through and actually practice. I'm going to focus on page 1 probably today. I've played a little bit of the intro, but I need to learn the rest. So here we go. Okay, this one is so much fun. I just really love the groove. I love that there's also quite a bit of variety later on in the piece. We have like, need to clear it up. And then there's like a lyrical section coming as well. I love that my kids came in and there's lots of stuff that got pulled onto the floor that I haven't cleaned up. Anyways, that's life. Real life over here. So if you drop by, let me know if you've ever heard of Jeff Millis. He's not released much on YouTube. This is one of the first ones. He's got a really cool ensemble piece on YouTube. So look up Jeff Millis and this piece, Rebuttal. He now has sheet music available for it. So I'm going to go a bit slower, and you can see that this one has these finger transfers. He's marked the finger planning in, which I love. And I also love that once I was playing it correctly, it kind of felt like it was relaxing. So it goes like this. And right there, it actually has a turnaround where I need to make sure that I am going up instead of down. Bum, bum. Yeah, I just love it. Okay, here we go. My kids thought it sounded kind of piratey, and so do I. And actually, my little one's 7, and he raced in as soon as he heard me play this today, and he wanted to put his hands on mine and really feel this one, which was really cool. Okay, I'm going to work on some accuracy here, slow it down. If you're learning something too, you can say hello in the comments. Although I must say, I actually, because I haven't gone live on the actual YouTube, I usually use StreamYard. So yeah, this will be interesting to see if I can figure this out. But if you drop by, let me know if you can hear me here. Thanks for stopping by. You see, I always want to keep going down there, because the first pattern you learn is going bum, 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 bum. And this time it has it coming dun, 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 ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-dum. So that's a little section I would try to clean up there. And I apologize if you are saying hello in the chats. I can't seem to see them. But it's good to practice going live from YouTube. right there, I went the right direction. So it's interesting how sometimes just kind of saying out loud what you think you might be doing wrong, even if you're practicing it on your own and just kind of teaching it to yourself, a lot of the time we spend as musicians and students is actually just trying to teach yourself the music. So yeah, I noticed that as soon as I spoke out loud what I need to do and changing the direction, that came easier that time. Okay, so the next thing I notice is that here, I'll try to clean that part up too. And I love that there's lots of staccato. Ba-da, ba-da, ba-da. Love it. Okay. It actually goes faster, like bum. Not quite ready for the fast speed, but you can see what I mean. Okay, and I love that. I'm just going to explore a bit. It says, "Oh, I don't have access to that feature." I see. Okay, so I'm just looking around to see what kind of settings I can use here because, like I said, I usually use StreamYard. This is the. I wonder if I can show you. This is the music I'm playing right now, so you can see it just really quick here. This is Rebuttal, Hard Conversations, number 3, and then I'll see if I can take that down. And that's available from Jeff Millis, and I hope that you'll take a look at it. So again, I can't tell here if anyone stopped by. I don't think so, and that's okay because it's nice to practice here and give myself the incentive to go over a few things. So now it would be getting measure 9 up to tempo with the last part. So I think I'll work on it from the pickup here. So measure 8. There we go. Now, Jeff has a fabulous recording of this, so be sure to hear it played so well on Jeff's channel. He also has the most eclectic, wonderful editing style that's very fresh and unique and interesting. So check out his video of Rebuttal Hard Conversations number 3. I think I've linked it in the video description, or I'll do that after the stream. Now, there's another section that I was really wanting to tidy up here because I can't play it yet, but it goes like this. Do it again. I like sometimes playing where it's headed or where it's coming from just to get context. So this one is the next section. Here it goes. Ha! Okay, one. nice chromatic scale there. And I love that the accents are where you'd least expect it. It has 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and that's marked in by the composer here. So that's really cool. So just getting it in my fingers. Yeah. Has a B natural there. So I think it's, yeah. My teacher was always saying, play out even when you're playing new. I'd always kind of like fudge over like that, kind of just softly over the notes. And it's hard for me to play wrong notes loud. And it's not that you want to practice wrong notes, but sometimes my fear of playing a wrong note would have me just like kind of miniaturizing everything. So I'm definitely getting bolder with that. And it helps that I have a headset on so I can play as loud as I want. And my family here, click, 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 click. Anyways, I've got quite the contrast here on my piano shelf today because I also am playing this English Garden Collection piano solos by Elizabeth Bonds. So I love that it's like this great contrast here and between this edgy piano solo that sounds piratey by Jeff Millis and then this really whimsical garden-esque collection that's early intermediate to intermediate by Elizabeth Bonds. So you'll have to listen in for more from that one as well. Okay, back on track. If you say hello, I will check in later and answer. I'm honored if you're here on the replay or here live. And this is usually I live stream on StreamYard so I can see what's happening, but I just was experimenting with what that feels like here on YouTube, streaming right from their platform. So here we go. Yeah, nice to kind of use the motion of the hand. I'll have to get more comfortable with that. Okay, slow motion. Now this is sight reading. Oh, so cool. Just going to scroll down a bit and see what's coming next. So yeah, we've got a little bit more of that thematic material with some neat chromatic stuff happening. And then it goes into this really sweet section. And it's so wild how Jeff's able to go from this really cool rebuttal section that's really epic. I was just... So he's going there. Oh, that should be a C. Going from an epic section like that, and then it just comes into this like warm sunshine. This is new to me. I'll sight read it for you though. So isn't that just like the most beautiful passage? And it's really cool how he's woven together percussive elements and then really lyrical moments like this one. I'll practice that again and see if I can do the next measure. I probably need to slow it down to keep it accurate. Figure out the timing of that one. I must admit, as soon as I hear a chord progression, it's really hard not to just improvise it. So I'm kind of hearing. And then you just start to kind of take off with it. So Anyways, I'll try to behave and stay on track. Again, that section. 1E and a 2E and a 1E and a. And I love that it has these 16th notes and then followed by 8th notes. So just making sure not to rush that. So and 4 and 1. So that's this lyrical section that just comes like total sunshine in this piece. So that's the middle section, and it's just this really beautiful 4 measures that are really well, 5 measures, and then he brings it back in with this passage and somehow magically brings in the theme again. So and so then we're back into the main theme. So if you're here, feel free to say hello in the comments. I'm just looking at Rebuttal, Hard Conversations by Jeff Millis, and this is just a practice. It's really new to me this week, so what's solid there. Then this is this cool section one. So this is the part I need to work on slowing down one. Or with a B natural. So this passage here, lots of relaxed wrist for me to be able to keep it clean. I feel like I'm going to need just this really free wrist in there. So the next part, I'm kind of avoiding this percussive section. It's only 4 measures that look hard. I don't think they're as hard as they look because I'm looking at it's like C's, E flats, A flat, F, C, E flat, A flat, F. Yeah, so it's a lot of chords. I'll see if I can show it on the screen just ever so briefly. I don't want to show too much of it because this is Jeff's music and I don't want to share it without licensing, but I'll see if I can share just the section I'm working on. I'm shrinking it down on my screen. Here we go. So let's see if I can show you this. And it's just kind of fun to see what I'm looking at here. So there's always a section that I look at and I go, like even if I can analyze it, I know what I should do, but I don't always do what I should do. So I look at it, it's like, oh, okay, 1E and 2E and 3E and. So I probably could zip through it, but okay, I'll do it slow. I'm being lazy here and I'm like tired at the end of the day and I'm like, oh, what is this? So I also see Jeff has this, he uses that little 8 symbol. It's a bit blurry on my screen, but there's an 8 here to show that it's an octave lower. So instead of this, see, we're here like 1E and a 2. So 1E and or 1E and a 2E and a. I think that's right. 1E and a 2E and a 1E or 1E and a. Oh yeah, C's. Or a 2E or 1E and a 2E. So it's kind of sketching it out right now, and I think I'll work on that little section later when my brain is fresh, end of a teaching day. So again, this is Jeff Millis's Rebuttal. I'm just going to play the opening one more time. It's great fun. You can see a little bit of what I'm doing here. I love it. And if anyone's listening and they're like, well, you know how people always say, oh, I wish I could be at your house and listen to you play the beautiful music, and so many people perceive that of piano practicers, but really there's a lot of repetition, there's a lot of slowness. So even though someone can listen to some practice and be okay, and I like to hear people play, I listen all day to people playing and practicing music, but I still think it's kind of funny because 'cause you'll hear lots of the same things over again, and then hopefully learn from someone else's practice, and then at the end of the stream, like, head off and get back to your own practice. So anyways, this is good for me to practice live and just go through. I'm gonna go through once really slowly and then, see how if I've made some improvements. 2, 3, 4. Nope. Just Yeah. Again, sometimes I don't always stop myself, but it's good not to practice in a mistake. So the slow mo to the end. Okay, I am all done for tonight. Thanks for listening and thanks for letting me try out what it's like to live stream straight from YouTube. And I have to admit, I have really gotten spoiled with StreamYard. So I'll have to check this out again and see which I prefer. But I love the visible nature of StreamYard and I seem to be able to see more on there. Okay, we'll see you next time. Thanks for listening in.